Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel for graphics. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to create a logo design using Adobe Illustrator. So if you're new here, I would like you to smash that subscribe button and don't forget to turn notifications so you stay updated to all my tutorials. I normally drop graphic design tutorials, you won't want to miss out. So smash that button. Now let's jump right into this video. So I'm right here in Adobe Illustrator. So this is A4 size, but it doesn't really matter. Actually, you can use A4, A5. Well, it doesn't matter. So right now we are in A4, and this is a landscape, and this is our grid or our guide. This is the rulers, so we use it as a guide. Now to turn this on, just go to View and Rulers, Show Rulers. Now after doing that, you can now bring this down just from the top here. You can see that this is the rulers, and from the side here, as simple as that. Now let us lock this ruler. Now right click and you see this lock guides, so you can't move it or do anything, so that our works becomes neat and it doesn't interrupt us while we're working. So let's move on. Now take my text tool and type AB. Now this is the font we are going to be using. Why is that? So see, this is the name Good Times Regular. So that is the name of the font we're going to be using for this logo. Now to increase the size of my text, I'll go to Shift, then increase the size. So you can see that I made sure it stick right at the bottom of this guide or ruler. So you can see this, how it looks nice. Now let's move on. Now go to Objects and click on Expand, and you click on OK. Now right click and click on Ungroup. So we have just this as A and this just this as B. Now moving on to this, let's click on this. Now take your pen tool, but before that, let me zoom this so you can see this properly. So I would like to zoom this because this is what we want to be working on. Now take your pen tool. This is our pen tool, obviously. So take your pen tool, then you click OK, backspace. So right now we want to start right from here. Now I'm going to click to create a triangle, and here, why this is filling up is because if you check this side of the tool, here it is on fill as black, so you can double click on it and change this to white. So you return to, now we're going to select both. Once you select both, you click on Pathfinder. If you don't have Pathfinder, go to Windows and click on Pathfinder. You see it there in the option. So this is our Pathfinder. Let me bring it out. Now in the options here, you can see Trim. Now I'm going to click on Trim. Now let's take this back. Now let's ungroup. Right click and ungroup. Now once we remove this triangle we created, you can see that the shape here we have along with the A is gone. So this we don't need anymore, we delete. So this right here, let's take it to the side. So this right here, now we're going to take our rectangle tool and draw out a rectangle. Let's increase the size. This we can give it white also, and select both. Okay. And select both. So once we select both, just like we did, click on Pathfinder and click on Trim. Then right click and ungroup. So this, we just delete this. Now we take our B. So right here, I'm gonna take my rectangle tool, draw out a rectangle, take this and give it white. Now we're going to remove this part, so let's just move on. So go to your Pathfinder and trim. Right click and ungroup. So here we delete this. Now here we just have this shape. Now if you notice, we want to do something to cut across here so that it aligns with this shape. But before that, let us create this. Okay, take your rectangle tool and draw out a rectangle. Now let us duplicate and bring this over here also, so we can just reduce the size. So let's use guideline. So I'm zooming so you'll be able to see this properly. Now let us scroll back. Let's duplicate this. Let's take it. Let's take it down here. That's perfect. Now using our ruler, let's take our ruler and let's put it right here so that this, we can take this inside. Now ignore this right here. We are focusing on this B. You can see that right here everything is looking aligned. Okay, now for this, let's fix these parts. Let me zoom here so I can see this properly. So let's add the guideline. So let's check this out. Now this is what we have so far. Now right here, I'm going to select, okay, let's take this file here. I'm going to select all and Ctrl G to group. So we have this just grouped as one. Now from here, we're going to cut across. Okay, let me bring this here so you can see. Now when I zoom this, you will see that we are going to cut across. We're going to cut across this so that it aligns with this shape here. Well, let me show you what I'm talking about. Now this, let's change it to white. Now take your pen tool. Okay, before that, let's change this to black so that shift, then drag, and to create a straight line. Now let's curve it. Let's put it this side. So you can see that this is what we are doing. We are trying to cut out this part, so we're going to trim it out. So let's make sure that this is properly okay. So we don't want one part to be longer or smaller than the other. We want everything to be equal. Moving this out. Okay, let's place it back. So where we are putting this is just to test it and see how it is. Now this looks good. Let's take our pen tool and change this to white. So this, you'll see what I'm talking about. When we click here, following the line we created, and we click here, you can see what we've just created. Now let's remove that line we created so it doesn't affect what we are trying to do. Holding this shift, select both and trim. Now on group and backspace, so you can see what we have here. Oh, this will also trim it out. Let's Ctrl G to group it, so you can see the design we have right here. Now this is looking nice. This is looking nice. Now we delete the line we created. Now let's check this out. So select both and let's place this at the center. And we have this. So next thing here we're going to do is to create a triangle. Now let's go to our tools. So you click on polygon. Now in this polygon you can create different sides, pentagon, hexagon, but right now we just want a triangle. So to do that, just click anywhere on your artboard, click, then you can see the size here. You can see 4, 5, you can see, doesn't matter. Let's delete this. Now let's click this again and put it as 3 and click OK. So this, we're going to reduce the size, holding shift and reduce the size. So let me hold your shift and reduce the size, place it properly at the center. Now this is our logo. Now to finish this up, let's take our rectangle tool and draw out a rectangle. Now take your pen tool also and draw, hold your shift, click and click to draw a straight line, then rotate this a little bit and let's take this and place right here. So let's align it with this. So so that it looks organized. Now increase the size. This we can just reduce it a bit. Now if you notice, you can see that this line we created and the shape we created, you can see them. Now what I'm going to do is to click on this line we created and click on this shape. Ctrl G to group, or you right click and group. Go to your Pathfinder and click on divide, then right click and ungroup. This will cut out this part alone and we delete this, so we have this right here. And here we can increase the size a bit. Now let's check this out. Now select the B, and this part we added with Ctrl G to group them. So let's finish this up. Now we have our logo design. So let me select all and increase the size, put it on the guideline. So we have this right here, and this is our logo design. So you can see that we have some parts that are joined, some parts. Now let's fix that up. Now click on this, so you can see these parts that we joined right here, and here we have to join and cut this part out. Now go to your Pathfinder and just select this particular, only this particular shape, that is B, and go to your Pathfinder and click on merge, so this becomes one. Now right here you can see that we don't have any break points or any shape that we join, so it just looks normal. And this now it looks normal, and this looks normal. So here we have our vector logo design, and we can just simply Ctrl G to group it and move as one. Now we can place this on different backgrounds. Right here, let's ungroup. You can see that we didn't take this out, so and we can just go to view and hide rulers, unlock guides, hide guides, and we have this. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please, if you like this video, please subscribe, like, comment and share, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.